Hey everybody, Fran here, Rams Elite Fitness, and I want to talk about a topic that is heavily controversial, and that is going to be protein intake. How much protein should you actually be consuming? Okay, I want to start off by saying I think it's a humongous mistake that the federal government gives guidelines for the entire population. Again, same thing with my sodium video that I did. I think anytime that you're going to take some sort of standard and try to apply it to everybody, it's going to be error and incorrect. Okay, everybody's different, and someone who's sedentary and massively overweight is not going to need the same amount of protein as somebody who's working out at the gym 5-6 times a week. A lot of the older research when it comes to protein intake, if you look at the older research, they would compare, like for instance, sedentary individuals. They would take two groups of sedentary individuals. One group will consume 0.75 grams of protein per pound of body weight, and the other group will maybe consume 1 gram per pound of body weight. And the results would be very similar. No one had a statistical difference in muscle increase. But the problem with these studies is that these individuals are sedentary. They're not doing resistance training, so they're not building lean tissue. Okay, and some newer research that I've been looking at from 2016, the current year, they've been doing a good job of using athletes and or those individuals who go to the gym 4, 5, 6 days a week and use resistance programs. And what I'm seeing is there's individuals that consume like 0.75 grams of protein, and then maybe a study has them do 1 gram or even 1.5 grams of protein per pound of body weight. And what's happening is that group with the higher protein intake is increasing lean tissue and strength more so than the group consuming lower protein. But also, I find interesting is that the group consuming higher amounts of protein are also losing more body fat, okay? And it's easily explained. When you're consuming higher levels of protein and you are doing a strength or resistance training, you're going to the gym, you're working out with weights, you're going to build more lean tissue than somebody consuming less protein. Muscles are actually made up of amino acids, protein, etc. So it makes sense that if you consume more protein, your body has more resources available to build actual more muscle tissue. And what's happening is when you build lean tissue, that new muscle actually consumes calories to maintain itself. Okay, and what that's going to do is going to raise your metabolic rate, and your body is going to burn more calories just from that, without having to actually increase physical activity from what you're doing. When you add muscle, your body will burn more calories off, maintaining the newly added muscle. And so what's happening is now that energy expenditure is increasing, your body is going to be in a greater deficit. It's going to lose more weight, and it's primarily going to burn off your body fat that's stored in the cells. So when you're somebody who is actually doing resistance training, when you're actually going to the gym and lifting weights, you're not a sedentary individual, okay? You're actually going to the gym and working out hard, you need to be consuming at least 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. So if you're 150 pounds, you got to consume 150 grams. If you're 200 pounds and you're looking to gain even more muscle and burn fat, I would argue, yes, I would consume 200 grams of protein per day. You want to maximize your ability to build lean tissue and burn body fat. And carbohydrates are simply an energy source, and a diet that's higher in protein, moderate fat, and lower carbohydrate is going to result in accumulating more lean muscle tissue and burning off more body fat. Thanks for watching, guys.